We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the hurdle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Buying time to his left. And his first look is incomplete. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Wilson smart to take off and run with it as he's able to pick up the first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
A first carry here for Kenny Nwangu. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Vikings are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
All right, Travis, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. A big play like that go against you so early, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Up the middle, Nwangu. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one, 2nd and goal now.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Vikings! Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Bears, nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The return is Jones from the end zone.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Fields. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Fields. Again, he finds more. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Cook is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the pass. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. Jamison Williams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know it's often the first tidbit thrown out about it, but James Cook, well, he's more than just Dalvin's brother. He's a guy who averaged over 6 yards a carry all 4 years at the University of Georgia and really came on as a pass catcher in his final season. He's a dual-purpose back who's going to carve out his own NFL legacy starting this season.
Play action. It's Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. That pass complete to Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson from 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and 1. Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 41, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Wilson. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Edwards. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hawkinson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
15 yards there for number 15.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Fields on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 64 yards. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A good down deposit. possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. The return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
First down, Bears.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And again, back to Kmet.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A run there with Cook not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Again, Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Moore, the man in motion. To throw is Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Khalil Herbert, his
touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Another run now for Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Zach Wilson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
It's complete to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Moore, the man in motion.
Fields throwing again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Back to throw, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
A gain of 15.
Fields.
And the Bears 1st down.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Jones now in motion left. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Fields throws the out route and finds Claypool. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Fields now to throw.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's out right at the 25. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision to go to it, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20 line.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And again, back to Kmet. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Throwing again is Fields. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
3rd and 2, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Running for it, here's Cook. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bears 35. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them were on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, had a little something to clean up before their next contact.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? And really for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest.